Hello there, welcome back to more second generation action. In this upload I bring you an Uyu match against Pidgeottamer. You can find him on the chat chat, which I will explain later. So without further ado, let's get this done. Alright, here we go. So I'll leave with Smirgle because I figured that he can do a nice job in Uber, so in Uyu he's definitely useful. He leads with Politoed, which don't see much in second generation Uyu, but yeah, it can surprise you. I went for Spore, so I can easily set up spikes on the switch. And here comes Mufasa, looking for Silver probably, and threatening my Smeargle. But I decide to stay in, and I set up the Sun, and I'll go for Super Fang, but unfortunately it misses. Now this Entei is scary with the Sun up, so I switch into Gyarados to take the incoming Fire Blast. I decided to Curse, but it does not stay in, and switches out into his Ampharos, which means I have wasted a turn, because I cannot stay in. He can easily one-hit KO me with Thunderbolt. So my best bet is Quagsire, since he is immune to electric attacks, and yeah, I predicted it well. Now I predict to switch and go for Sludge Bomb for a possible Grass type to come in, because they are quite popular in UU. And he decided to switch into his Venusaur, which takes it quite well since he is also Poison type. Now I switch into Gyarados, fearing Grass type move because I don't know what kind of Venusaur this is, but he goes for Leech Seed. Now I will switch again into my own Venusaur, and he goes for Toxic, but I'm immune to it. Now I predict Entei to come in again, so I went for Hidden Power Water. It does not that much, but yeah, every bit of damage is a good help. Now I know Fire Blast is coming into my way, so I switch into Gyarados, but he will get a burn, which will cripple this Pokemon a lot. Now I decided to stay in and go for Hydro Pump. I reset up the Sun again, and now I cannot afford to switch out and another Pokemon taking a huge amount of damage, so I decided to stay in and do as much damage as I can until Gyarados goes down. And so I can easily switch in another Pokemon safely. So he goes for Fire Blast, and I continue to go for Hydro Pumps. And eventually I will bring him down to a low amount of health, and I will succumb to his Solar Beam, which he will use now. And now I can bring in safely my Electrode. And now I predict a possible switch, so I go for Thunder, but here comes the Nidoqueen, which is immune to electric, but now I'm going to overpredict him and set up a Substitute. And yeah, he goes for Counter oddly, which, well, it's not that odd since he works on all hidden powers. He predicted me by that to use that, but yeah, now I go for Hidden Power Ice as he goes for Earthquake, taking out my sub. Now I will switch out because since Quagsire can take physical attacks quite well. Now I'll go for a safe Earthquake, but he will switch and go for his Noctowl, which is immune to ground types. Now I'll go for Smeargle, because yeah, Noctowl can be quite scary in UU, and I have the berry to cure sleep. Now I'll go for Super Fang, but he protects, and now I decided, I had a plan now in my head to go for Parry Song to eventually make him switch out, as it puts me to sleep, and now this is going to work in my favor. I switch into Electrode, he sets up Curse. Now with Parry Song in being in 2, I decide to put up a sub to take his next attack. And now with the perish count at 1, he needs to switch out if he wants to preserve his Noctowl, so I go for Hidden Power Ice to predict his Nidoqueen to come in, and yeah, I got it right. Here comes Nidoqueen, he takes Hidden Power Ice. And now I'm going to over-predict again. I was thinking to switch out, but no, I decide to stay in and go for another Hidden Power Ice. And now he will go for counter, and as you see, it worked, because counter works on all hidden powers. It doesn't matter if they are physical or special, but I survive it and I will take him out. And now he comes his Ampharos. Well, I could explode on him, but then again, he has an Entei with low amount of HP, which he can use as Death Fodder, so I decided to go for Thunder, but he switches out into Venusaur, which I wasn't expecting, but now I'm going straight for the explosion, but he survives. Well, now I'm going to send in my Weezing, and but he has Synthesis, which allows him to stall me a bit out, but I have Fire Blast, so I should be able to handle it, but now he reveals he has Light Screen. This also reveals me that he's a fully support Venusaur. He doesn't have any attacking moves, which is good for me, since my Quagsire doesn't have to fear it. So I switch again to my own Venusaur to predict the Leech Seed, and now I double switch in case he will stay in, but he will go for his Entei. So I went straight for the Sludge Bomb to take down this Entei. It was threatening my team, so it needs to get out as soon as possible. He misses his Fire Blast, but well, it didn't really matter, as you're going to see next. Now here comes his Noctowl, and I decided to go for another Sludge Bomb to try to poison this guy, but I didn't get the poison, and after a curse it doesn't do that much. So I go for Thunderbolt, and I luckily get a crit. I set up another curse. Now I can easily take him out from this range. I go for Fire Blast, predicting it in case, well, Venusaur comes in, because even it would be enough for Noctowl, but it protects me, trying to get some HP back with leftovers, but unfortunate for him, his second protect misses, which allows me to take him out with another Thunderbolt. Now here comes Venusaur, and I won't waste any time. I'm going straight for the explosion before he can outstall me. And yeah, another thing down. And I'll go for my own Venusaur now. And here comes his Ampharos. I will switch out again, because he's probably going for Thunder Wave, and yeah, he will go. And I need my Venusaur with no status at all, because of his Politoed. In case you don't know, Politoed in second generation is a belly drummer. Well, it can be a belly drummer, it usually is, and if my Venusaur was paralyzed, it would be bad for me. It could set up belly drum and easily take out my remaining Pokemon after that. So I need it alive and kicking. So I set up Growth, but he wakes up now and sets up his belly drum, and now I need to put him to sleep. And fortunately I don't miss, because otherwise life would be difficult for me. But now, with him asleep and that +1, I can easily take him out with 2 Razor Leaves. So, good game, Pidgeottamer. It was definitely a great match. For you guys, be sure to check out the Dad Chat. The link is in the description. And you can find me there, as well as other people, and including my opponent. And if you are interested in 2nd gen Wi-Fi, this is the right place. Even though this chat is a bit empty in the current days, it can be brought back up with everyone's help. So spread these videos, like, comment, to make this generation more popular. It's definitely great. It's undoubtedly a great generation with nice metagames, for sure. So if you enjoyed this, feel free to subscribe and I will bring you more. So hope to see you guys next time and peace out.